Alright, so I'm here with the kids today, and today we're going to put together a couple of drums, a couple of percussion instruments. And we've got, Dylan's already kind of started here. It's a coffee can, and we've put a little bit of construction paper right over top of that. And Zoe's actually using a Pringles can, and we're going to do something similar to that, just to dress it up. You don't actually even have to do that if you don't want to. You can move right on to the next step, but we're going to start by just covering these with some construction paper. And as we're going along, Zoe's also going to have what I like to call the Zoe can. And we'll probably, Zoe, you want to show them the Zoe can? Okay, so this is Zoe with the Zoe can, and we're just going to go ahead and she's going to cover up her Pringles can just to make it look a little bit more prettier. Some of the other things that we have with us today, Dylan, what do we got here?
A balloon.
A balloon, yeah. And what are some of the other things? Zoe, these are? Corks. And we also need to have some glue. Of course, this is for the construction paper if you're going to be putting it on the outside. You will need some scissors, a ruler. Now here's Dylan stretching out his balloon. Not something that you necessarily need to do, but sometimes it can make it a little bit easier to get the balloon over the top of the drum. I was able to go out and purchase some coffee this morning, and we emptied it out into another container, and we're just going to use that. The kids happily purchased some Pringles this morning and had the chance to have that snack before their lunch.
Did I do that too hard? Or did I make it explode out of my mouth?
So what we're going to do is we're actually going to take these balloons and we're actually going to cut them part way up. Dylan, can you hold the balloon like that for me? Hold the balloon, buddy, and I'll cut it for you. No, you don't have to stretch it that much. Just hold it. And Daddy's going to go ahead and cut it. And then after that, all we need to do is actually just stretch that balloon right over the top. So what we're doing here is we're creating the top of our drum surface that we're going to be working with. Zoe, you want to help me out there?
That's going first.
There. Perfect.
Hi, my name's Dylan, and today we're going to slap these drums.
The next step is we're actually going to take these corks along with these chopsticks and some glue and actually make our drumsticks that we're able to make the drums with and beat the drums with. Dylan, can you put a little bit of glue? Can I get you to put a little bit of glue right in that hole, bud? Zoe, can I get you to put a little bit of glue in that hole? I've got another cork here for the other. You can go ahead and decorate these up. It's really nice to experiment with different sizes because you're going to get different sounds out of the different size cans. So there you have it. We've got a couple of new drums in the house. It's going to add to all of our musical instruments that we have. Again, we'll probably go ahead and decorate these up some more, but that gives you an idea of exactly how to make these drums. Okay, so I'm back here with Zoe, and we just had a couple of final thoughts about this. We did do the drums yesterday, so we've had a little bit of a chance to decorate them up a little bit. Here's Dylan's drum. Dylan's not with us right now, but here's Dylan's drum. Zoe actually has a couple of different drums, and a bigger one we made out of a bigger coffee can that's got a little bit of a different top. But we had a couple questions around how the sound was actually made, or at least why the different drums have a different sound. Now you can see these two are very similar. I don't know if it'll, yeah, those two are very similar. This one's a little bit bigger, the one that Dylan made, and the big one Zoe has. These three all have, they all have the balloons on the top of them, and that one's actually just the lid on the coffee tin. We put that back on because the balloon actually wouldn't fit on the top of that, at least the balloons that we had. But it turns out to work quite well. So if you want to get a couple of your drumsticks there. So Zoe's got a couple of drumsticks, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit a couple of these and just see what kind of sound we get. Zoe, can you hit these for me? Let's try Dylan's first. Okay, now let's try one of yours. Now what'd you notice, the difference?
I noticed that the bigger one's louder.
The bigger one's louder. Okay, so it's louder. What else did we notice?
It lasts longer.
It lasts longer, and that's also correct. It kind of, why do we think it might last a little bit longer?
The sound is more room inside.
You know what? Zoe's absolutely right there. One of the things that will happen is the sound has more room inside, so I think it's going to vibrate a little bit longer. But it also, did it sound maybe heavier?
Yeah.
Or deeper?
Yeah.
Heavier or lighter is some term that's often used when describing drum sounds, but you get a deeper sound out of the bigger drum. Now let's go get that big tin over there that we didn't even get the chance to make in the video, and let's hit that one. Now what do you notice about that one?
It's deeper.
It's even deeper than the other ones because, of course, it's quite a bit bigger. We do have a different material on the top. We just have the lid. So one thing that you will notice also about the fact that it's the lid is this lid is more hard plastic, when these balloons are just, they're a balloon. They're very elastic. They move around a lot more when they're hit than do the big tin, this hard plastic top. So the sound actually vibrates more in these smaller balloons with these tins. So that's it, and what we had the chance to do there, we discovered how to make some drums out of some simple cans and some balloons. We even didn't need a balloon for the bigger one, and we decorated them up, and we got different sounds out of different ones depending upon their size and the type of lid and the type of material that was used for them.